is time for our arts and entertainment time again here on BFM Radio. It is so nice to be at the Athenaeum. Ja, ek is weer hier by die Athenaeum of Athenaeum. En dit is heerlik om hier te wees. Kuns en Vermaak, Marianah Lourens. Nou, ek wil jou gou herinner vir al jou fantasie kostuumbenodigdhede, al is daar nou nie groot partytjies nie. Wil jy dalk net 'n lekker foto neem vir 'n spesiale verjaarsdag of so iets? Jy kan gerus vir Rose skakel. Sy is steeds beskikbaar by Stepping Out, 6 Buckingham Road, oorkant die provinsiale hospitaal, maar jy moet haar bel vir 'n afspraak. 072-906-1977. Yes, Rose, she is still available for your fancy dressing up, for your photo shoots, your family shots, your birthdays. Even if we can't have big fancy dress parties, we can still dress up for special occasions. She's still at 6 Buckingham Road, opposite the Provincial Hospital, and you need to call her for an appointment, 072-906-1977. Ja, bel gerus vir Rose daar, ek sê weer daai nommer, 072-906-1977. 072-906-1977. And then, quick reminder, Rina Dippenaar, she's available for lessons, either on a one-on-one basis or online for piano, flute, recorder, guitar, music theory and Afrikaans. Ja, Rina Dippenaar beskikbaar online of persoonlik vir klasse in klavier, fluit, recorder, gitaar, musiekteorie en Afrikaans. Haar nommer 083-398-5196. Yes, Rina's number 083-398-5196. And now I am with my guest because some time ago I met Noxolo because she's a graphic artist actually, right?
Yeah.
Noxy?
Yeah.
Yes. And I saw Ganesha and I was intrigued immediately.
Yes.
So tell us quickly before I spoke, because we've got 3 guests here, the other 2 I'm getting to because they're with Noxy and in this new adventure.
Yes.
So tell me about Ganesha.
Yeah, well, Ganesha, first of all, is an MPO. We just recently registered. We are an art and recreation movement. We are a panel of young and ambitious artists that seeks to alleviate the stats of crime, unemployment, drug abuse, all those challenges we face in our communities. And our vision is to liberate the mindset of the youth, and using our talents and our art as a tool to, empower our people and inform them about our culture and our history and just life in general.
Yes. That's what's really, really needed because COVID really made it difficult for all of us.
Yeah.
Because everybody had to go in isolation. We couldn't talk to each other. We have to be here with masks.
Yeah.
It's just so terrible. Okay, so you brought along with you Yabase, Ngwane. Am I saying that right, Yabase?
Yes.
Although he says they also call him small. I think small, what a kind of name. But he actually means small, and I'm also short, and I'm going like, no, we may be short, but we big stuff otherwise,
yes,
right?
Indeed.
Right, Yabase.
Yes, indeed.
So you're a poet, you're a storyteller, you're a playwright, you're an actor. So it's like a whole set of stuff that you do.
Yes.
Tell us about. What's your strong one? The one that you enjoy the most or do the best?
I think all of them I'm doing the best because, in fact, all of them I'm doing the best in all of them. Writing is my thing. Poetry I love, even acting. So I cannot say which one I love, which one I love less. You have children. You can never say my firstborn I love my firstborn more than my last born. So they are all my children. So I
Exactly.
love them the same.
I'm so glad that you're saying that, because that's an amazing description, because you get a lot of people who do different things.
Yes.
But this is just, they like your children.
Yeah.
Such a good description. And you've written some plays that have been performed?
I would say yes, I will perform, but not in other places. We perform in our school, in Pagama, where we're doing our
Okay.
rehearsals. So we perform there.
So the kids have done them in
Yes,
school?
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
So we're reaching and go to schools. But so far we've gone in one school, but our main
Pagama, you say?
Yeah, Pagama Primary School.
You Pagama Primary, so it's the little kids, and I'm sure they enjoy it.
Yes, yes.
What do you concentrate on in your plays? Is there a message or?
Yes, definitely sure. In
Your
every
stories?
play, in every story, there's a message. You see, it can be fiction, but there is a message after that fiction. So sometimes are real stories. I'm writing most of the stories. It's our story as Xhosa people. Most
Yeah.
of the story and our past. So I'm teaching them about where we come from. You see, and another story general. So the things they see, what is happening now. So that's what I write mostly. But I want to write in other things, in other cultures.
Yeah, because look, every story you tell, there's a lesson to be
Yes.
learned, and then you have to know where you come from, to know where you're going.
Yes, indeed.
Right. Okay. And then Nomthandazo. That is a big mouthful, but she said we can just call it Thandi, and Thandi means love, and I can just see the love coming out of her face. Hi, Thandi. So tell us about yourself.
Yes, what about myself? I'm also an artist.
Do you sing?
I do sing.
Oh, I can hear that voice.
Yeah.
That mezzo. That mezzo.
The tone is
the
just-
tone.
I can
important.
sing. I can sing. I like to teach children about doing it. Their homeworks, helping them with homeworks. I also love doing craft art.
Yes,
That's what I can
because
say.
that's how the kids actually develop.
Yeah.
Through the crafts, the arts, the whole thing of staying busy.
Yeah.
How do you motivate them, Thandi?
I just do it before at home. I just do it before I pray.
So you do your prep.
Then I go to them and show them how to do it, and then they do it.
And is it also something specific that you zone in on, drawing or building something or creating a sculpture?
I just did building houses. Because at school I did drawings, meaning being an architectural.
Like an architectural
Yeah.
drawing.
Yeah. That's
Have
how-
you studied architecture?
No, I haven't studied yet, but I did drawings at school.
Okay.
So that is the other thing that
That's the
motivated
dream.
me to do in crafts, building houses and doing decors.
So you actually teach them to draw the house.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Even
from
to make
scratch
To plan.
to plan.
Yeah.
with cardboards or using wires, anything.
Anything. And
Anything.
then at school, in that art class, that's what you do with them.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. And I'm also teaching them to do a recycling because it's part of helping us to build something from that.
That's
Recycling.
huge. And so important.
Yes.
So important. And I've seen people do art from scratch. Yes. And it definitely works. It definitely works.
And it also helps our environment at the very same time. Yeah.
That, of course, is another. There's so many facets in your Ganesha dream that can be developed.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, it's not only young people that need to be educated,
Yes.
especially about our environment and about, what is ecologically sound and what we should do and what we shouldn't. And I mean, with all the plastic around. So that comes into your
Programs. Yeah.
program as well. So tell me about how you're going about it, because I can see there's already activity happening here.
Okay, so we have different programs. We have 4 major programs. Okay, the first one is creative arts, which are drama, music, poetry, dance, and art and craft. And then we have sports, which deals with chess and health and fitness. And then we have life skills, Nomthanazo is a
Okay,
facilitator.
because that you can bring the art so nicely into your life skills program.
Yeah.
Yes.
It does go along.
Yes.
So it's life orientation, it's debate, and then homeworks for the kids.
Okay.
And then the last one is environmental affairs. Now, that one is vast because not only do we teach children agriculture, from basics, how to plant, what kinds of plants, those kind of things. We also reach out to the community where we spot out around our community dumping sites, then we recreate and rehabilitate them.
Yeah,
That
so
one
that
is-
rehabilitation goes along with not only the developing of the cultural,
Yeah.
but also the enjoyment.
Yes.
You're making it enjoyable for them. Obviously, the three of you can't do it alone.
Yeah.
So how many people do you have in this venture project?
There are about 30 of us. Yeah, I think 30, ne? 30.
30. And you concentrating on the school that you mentioned, Yabase?
yes.
It's called
Pagame
Pagame. Will you just tell us a bit about the programming and how you approach the schools? The principal doesn't matter what the name
Principal of the
is.
school is one of the kind men, so he was appreciative about that, what we're going to do in his school, teaching people, their pupils about art. So it's one of the things that he believes that it can make the children, it can take children out of the street so they can learn other skills than education. Now some of the children, they are not good in the school, in their studies, so they have their skills other than education. So some of them, they may be one day be a big actors, some writers, some artists. So most of the time in our school, those things we not look into those things. We only want our children to be doctors, lawyers. So we don't understand that they can make it when they can become actors or artists and make it in life. So one of the things that the principal appreciated and other teachers.
Yes, because we like to, as parents, I know in my generation, we were supposed to go and be academic. If you can sing, so what? You must sing in the choir after hours, but
You have to be educated first.
they didn't go and concentrate on your actual talents.
Yeah.
So if you're a talented artist, a singer, someone who can draw, someone who can do whatever, who can sculpt, who can sing, then why not let them pursue that?
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
And obviously with the little ones, you have to do it differently, Haitani, if they're very little, the lower grades, and then you do something more developed in the higher, like grade 7.
No, it's a different story because I have to be flexible because of their age group.
Yes, that's my point. So do you work out a different program for the little ones then?
We're just working with grade 6 and 7, with the little ones.
Not the little
The little ones, we just take them and play them on the playground or play soccer, just to entertain them.
Yes.
Or they can come and support us when we are having an event at their own school.
Yes. And
That's
what
how we are
about
using
singing? Because some kids start singing before they go to school. Then, there's something that you can do with the little ones. But mostly you say grade 6 and 7s with the creative
Creative art.
creative programs. And you wanted to say something, Noxy?
The thing I would say right now is that as Ganesha, we are focusing on giving these kids knowledge. Knowledge is power, and when they grow up with that knowledge that we give them, but in a fun way, because when you use art as a tool to give them knowledge, it sticks, rather than when you're at class and you are told history and other stuff. We want to emphasize on that part, that knowledge is power, and that's what we aiming to do.
And when you do it with them, don't you also find that they learn quicker?
Yes, some.
Because when, they do because they copy. Kids copy what adults or older people, older
Yes.
kids do even.
Yes, indeed.
To get that message to them about the art.
Yes, indeed, man. They had to see what is art it's all about. Some of them, they say it's just a film or movie, but they had to know that what art is all about.
And you take them there to where it begins.
Yes, I
How you
teach
can
them.
get involved.
I teach them. I teach them. Most of the time, I tell them about those people they see on TVs, how they start, how they do. You see, so I tell them about the art from the ground root until up. You see, it's not what they see on TV.
The result only. You tell them where it starts.
Where it starts. That's what they had to know. If you go into art, you want to be famous, you better stop it while you start it. It's not about being famous.
It's about the dream that you want to follow.
Yes.
And the passion.
And to
Yes.
teach.
How do you develop that passion?
Well,
It
passion?
just
Yeah.
comes.
Yeah, they see your excitement.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then they want to be, because we were talking last week about the actual great artists and musicians,
Yes.
and how kids, it's sometimes boring to have to learn about the old
Yes.
the musicians that have gone already before us, but teach them about those people, and that they weren't born maestros.
Yes.
Yeah.
And but how do you get that message through to them?
I believe that art is a gift, and it is a rare gift. Not everybody is given that gift of telling a story. You may tell a story, but you may never tell the story the way I tell the story. So
Yes.
when I told someone a story, it's like when you're in marketing, you can sell even something that is bad, that
If you're
is
a good
dangerous.
storyteller.
Yes, if you're a good marketer, you can sell anything and people, they can buy it. So if you are a good storyteller and make even a person who doesn't listen to a storytelling or doesn't watch a film, and make that person to believe that watching a film is a good thing, you can get something out of that.
Yes, so you actually need to teach the kids to find that gift within them. What is your gift? What is it you're good at? How do you do that? Especially when they're still little, and now they're going to come to grade 6 and 7 where you can work with them. But you have to make them aware, birth something there in them.
Yes, I think when I was still growing up, I couldn't understand writing. I couldn't understand. I was still in primary. I think I was doing standard 1. So I would wake up in the morning and write something, and don't know what this thing come from. And even today, when I don't write, I will go crazy. I wake up even at 12 in the midnight and write something, because that's what I believe, that this is my gift.
Yeah.
This is my medicine. So for me, it's not just something that I take it light. You
And
see,
do you tell the kids about yourself?
I tell them that there is a, if you watch one of the artists in Zanzi, I forgot the name. He says that I believe that everyone has a story to tell. Even in that story of that uncle, it can be someone other story. You see, everybody has a story to tell. It may seem that a little story, or you may ignore, this story may not make a difference, but it can.
It may be your own story or someone else's story.
Yes.
And to actually get them to discover, am I good at telling the story? Am I good at writing? Am I a good singer? Am I a good poet, actor?
Yes.
And then, of course, with your whole thing of making them aware of the surroundings and how to,
Take care of the land and its resources, and
but and also the stuff that's messing up our country, the plastic and stuff. So how did I get hold of you? I believe we have about 5 minutes left.
Okay.
If they're interested, what are you looking for? Obviously funds. We all look for sponsors.
We are
We look
looking
for sponsors, right?
now.
because this is a huge venture, and if you want to go and do other schools as well, you need more.
Yeah.
You need more.
And we want to create a platform where not only do we teach them, they need to be exposed, we need to perform in places such as Opera House, so that they can be motivated about what they do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we mustn't be asleep now that we can't do it because of COVID.
Yeah.
Now is the time to get the grounding going. So how do they get hold of you guys if they've got something that they can contribute? If there's someone listening wanting to also have the same dream, wanting to participate.
Yes.
Okay, we have our page on Facebook. It's called Ganesha Movement.
Ganesha Movement. The little email ad.
Yes.
Yes.
Or you can call us on 064 508 3861. The other cell number is 078 293 5916. You can also connect us on WhatsApp. Our WhatsApp number is 081 73 43 753.
Okay, so that's a lot of numbers. I think you just need to repeat them all again, please, Danny.
Okay, our WhatsApp number is 081 734 3753. That's our WhatsApp number. If you want to connect us on via call, it's 064 508 3861. Our Facebook page, Ganesha Movement. It's whereby you can see our posts.
Yes, and they can just actually type in Ganesha and then it already comes up the at. The at Ganesha, and Ganesha Ganesha.
Yes.
Yeah.
And can I just add, if you are near KwaZakhele or you stay in KwaZakhele and you are an artist, you're interested in our program, you can also come to Phakama Primary School. Maybe we can
do something together. Yes,
Yeah.
and just to help. There's always a contribution for someone who is an artist and who wants to pass on that skill and have a heart for youth. Yes. Thank you so much. And of course, they can contact me and I'll connect them with you. It is always so nice to get people who are artists, but they're also passionate about our youth and our environment, because we cannot live in plastic. I wish they never ever made plastic. But I suppose we can blame China for that. But it's our biggest enemy in our townships, in our agriculture, where the wind blows everywhere, for our animals, in our oceans.
Woodlands.
Yes.
That's the most important one.
Because there are animals there.
The animals, that's another thing, of course, that you can bring into for the little kids, because they love animals and they want to rescue them. So thank you so much. Thank you, Noxolo. It's so nice to see you again.
Thank you.
It's been, I was thinking it's more than 2 years, actually.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it's been 2 years.
Yes, I was excited when I saw that you're doing the Ganesha thing, and I was so glad you've got such nice big people with you. Thank you, Yabase, for coming.
Thank you, ma'am.
Small things become big minds, or something like our own saying. And thank you so much, Dani. Keep going there with your singing voice. Yes, next time I want a song.
Yes.
Next time
a song
I'll
on
song
YouTube. I want a song on YouTube. I want you to. I want to hear you performing. So thank you very, very much.
Thank you now for having us.
It's a great pleasure. And I want to say to everybody, watch this space. Keep us posted with news. So it's time for us to say goodbye. Art and Entertainment and Marianah Lourens hier on BFM Radio. Until next time, dit is ek wat nou moet groet. Marianah Lourens, Kuns en Vermaak, wat sê arrivari.